now it's much easier just to get your latte and enjoy the rest of your day.
I spoke to some students at a local college and asked them some questions about the way the public look at homeless people.
People are slightly embarrassed, I want to say, that there's someone there, especially with younger children asking about it all the time. Kind of like the bad side of life. People trying to put that away and hide it.
I think, well, when I was a kid, I never sort of noticed any homeless people in Bath. Well, I probably just had my head in the clouds just walking around, but still I didn't really notice. But now I see them like all the time, especially outside H&B around that area. Also, when they closed the Disney store, there was a lot of people just chilling around there. I think the media represents homeless people as, you know, knife-wielding crack addicts, and people are concerned about that. So they think, well, I'm not going to go to that guy. He might have like a syringe with like his blood on it, giving like HIV or something. So people are scared. So they, you know, when people are scared, they avoid.
I don't know. I just don't like seeing it. I suppose it's kind of depressing. It's like, oh, he's not having a very good life. Don't want to see that.
Two types of homeless people. You have the people that did bad things as the reason why they're homeless, and people that there's just no avoiding it, like either family issues or work issues or something. But the people that are homeless for bad reasons, like crime or something, you know, like they could help not being homeless beforehand. It's their wrong choices that made them homeless. I think they sort of give homeless people, you know, a bad name because they're the ones that media focus on.
Everyone has their own like view on what homeless people are like, but the generic like view on homeless people is that they're all drunk or on drugs, so you don't want to be around them just in case. So I think that's probably why, because they're scared. So.
But realistically, people just walk past because they do not care. Because they don't really want to walk up to someone who is less fortunate than them.
I got the chance to interview a local musician who has written a song about homelessness. I was able to talk to him about why he wrote the song and what encouraged him to do this.
I wrote a song about homelessness, I suppose, just because I felt compelled to. I suppose I was walking past homeless people reasonably often, just in town, as we all do a lot, and it just started to kind of nag away or sort of inside me, I suppose, and I kind of wanted to express that frustration that I felt like there wasn't a lot of, you know, there wasn't a lot I could do about it. I mean, obviously there are things that I can do and have done to kind of try and help the situation, but I suppose, I don't know, I feel a little bit powerless, I suppose, to kind of just sort the situation and help people out of homelessness in an instance. So I felt like the need to express that. When I see homeless people in the street, I just feel sad. I feel sad and upset, and also, again, kind of powerless. Yeah, I suppose I wish I could do something more practical and to the point to help them in that immediate situation. Often I'll just do things like give them food or a sandwich or small things, and I'm certain that that's appreciated, but at the same time, I just feel a little bit sad that I can't do more. I think people are too quick to judge homeless people when they walk past them. I think often when people walk past, they immediately maybe lay the blame on the homeless person, and you know, it's their fault that they're in that situation, which may or may not be true. But regardless of that, to me, it's not the point. You know, we should be helping anyway. We should be helping them out of that situation, not blaming them for being there. I'm not saying everybody blames that and does that, but I suppose people are kind of just quick to judge and quick to kind of dismiss as well, because nobody really wants to engage. for fear, I suppose, of feeling bad, I suppose. Well, I think people look the other way often because they don't want to engage, because it's much easier to pretend the world is a happy one. Somebody posted a video on Facebook the other day, which was of a man beating a dog, and it was a big kind of cry and saying that this is horrendous and basically this is awful and whatnot. And I scrolled past it. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to watch it because there wasn't like a petition or anything attached to it, so there wasn't really anything that I could do other than kind of feel bad by watching that. When there are things, petitions and whatnot, then I feel like there's a way to kind of help in some small way. But this particular video, no, I didn't feel like I was able to help, so I didn't want to see it because I didn't want to just be sad and upset and down basically because of this horrendous situation, this horrendous video. And I suppose that's what happens when people walk past homeless people. They don't want to engage because it reminds them that there is huge inequality and there is a massive gap and unfairness in our society, in our culture, in our towns, in our local streets, outside our favourite shops. And it's much easier not to do that, not to think that. It's much easier just to get your latte and enjoy the rest of your day. We just chose the locations mainly because they were evocative and like the bench and the alleyway and things like that, just because they were kind of representations of what I think a lot of homeless people have to go through and people don't tend to realise,
I went to the local city of Bath to speak to some members of the public about the perception of homelessness.
Just knowing whether they are homeless or not, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Same with people who are begging and what have you. You don't know if they're really begging.
Yeah.
If you did, I think people would be a lot more
sympathetic.
Sympathetic.
Yes. Yeah. Because you don't know, they could be put in a fast one. Yeah.
If they're embarrassed. They're probably afraid, actually, of ignorance and afraid, and maybe don't even believe that they're actually homeless. There's a lot of stigma.
Fear.
Yeah.
Definitely, people are scared that's going to happen to them. They actually understand that it can happen to anyone. It doesn't matter how well you're off. Most people are only one working payment away from homelessness.